Christianity is the opposite of using objects. Why is Christianity is the opposite of using objects? Because in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7, it says, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." We walk, we live by faith. In Christianity, we live by faith, not by sight. Sight is what you can see. Sight is what you can touch. Sight is what, water, all these things. These are things that that this is 2 Corinthians 5:7, right? 2 Corinthians 5:7. The physical things are the things that idol worshippers use. These are the things that pagans use. Why is it that pagans use these things? Because listen to this. This is very complex, and I want to explain this to you people a little bit more. Why is it that, first of all, you got one reason why idol worshippers and pagans must use physical things? Because their God is not omnipresent. They must put it somewhere. The second reason why idol worshippers and pagans must use something physical, they cannot walk by faith. Because God is invisible, our own God is invisible, so we need faith to contact him. But for pagans, they must see something. Their witchcraft only works when there is something. Okay, first, let me just say it this way. If Christians, he said, the just shall live by faith, right? Christians, because God is invisible, our reality comes from invisible to visible. We create things from the invisible to visible. We live by things that are not seen. For we move and live and walk by faith, not by sight. So our reality is from the spirit. We move in from the spirit into physical. We bring things from the spirit. The initial things is the spirit. For it is only by faith we please God. That is invisible. But for pagans, they cannot believe. Their power cannot work until they see something. Their faith comes from something visible. So when your faith is coming not from something invisible, it's not God. You remember in the book of Genesis chapter 3, when Satan came to tempt Eve, he started tempting Eve by saying, is it true what God said? Something after it's 5 senses. For Satan only uses 5 senses, to manipulate people. What you see, what you hear, what you touch, what you sense, or what you taste. So it has to be something from outside. So Satan has to speak to Eve to confuse her. But God doesn't speak through physical ear. He operates from the spirit, from the heart, from the spirit. So the word of God that God has spoken to them was in their spirit. It's not visible. So what did Satan say next? He said, your eyes will see. He said, it's because, go look at the apple. Or look, huh? Yeah. Is it not beautiful? It is the apple. You have to see. It is by seeing that the things happen. Because they cannot move by the inner man, by the invisible man, by the invisible world. So it is the opposite. That is why they always need these things. But what have our Christian brothers done? Our Christian brothers have started putting people's faith not in invisible God, but they have gone the cheap and easy way. The power is here, placebo. Power is here, see. So that their faith is coming in from outside. Just like with Adam and Eve. That the tree, look at the tree. Is it not beautiful? When they have seen that the tree, the apple or the fruit is beautiful, then, they change. Objects, they need objects. They need something physical. Satan always uses physical things, external things to work. That is, paganism uses, it works, it uses its miracle or its faith through physical things. But Christians, they walk by faith in God, invisible.